Hello! In this video, you will practice your reading and listening skills. You will watch and listen 20 reading texts divided in different levels: basic, intermediate, upper intermediate, and advanced. Remember, you can repeat the video as many times as you want so you can practice more your English. If you like this kind of videos, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend who also wants to learn English. Let's start. Basic level. Number 1. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Chris. I am 25 and I'm a student in college. I go to school in London. My favorite courses are geometry, French, and history. Chemistry is my hardest course. My teachers are very friendly and smart. It's my second year in college now. I love it. I live in a big house on Elm Street. It's near the college campus. I share the house with 3 other students. Their names are John, Peter, and Charles. We help each other with homework. On the weekends, we play football together in a field near here. Number 2. I live in a house near the train station. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister, and I was born last. My father is a doctor, and my mother is a nurse at a big hospital. My brothers are very smart. My sister is a nervous girl, but she's very kind. My grandmother also lives with us. She cooks the best food. My family is very important to me. We do lots of things together. My brothers and I like to play soccer. My sister likes to cook. On the weekends, we all play board games together. We laugh and always have a good time. I love my family very much. Number 3. The Smiths live in a house. They have a living room. They always watch TV in the living room. The father cooks food in the kitchen on the weekends. They eat together in the dining room. The house has 2 bedrooms. They need to keep their bedrooms clean every day. There's 1 bathroom. They brush their teeth in the bathroom 3 times a day. The house has a garden. They usually play there. They have a dog. Its name is Fido. He's very funny and playful. Their house is very beautiful and elegant. It's perfect for them. Number 4. I just returned from the greatest summer vacation. It was so fantastic. I never wanted it to end. I spent 8 days in Paris, France. My best friends went with me. We stayed in a not very expensive but modern hotel. It was fantastic. We could do many things. We visited many famous tourist places. My favorite was the Eiffel Tower. It is really magical, as they say. Then we went to the center of Paris and ate some typical food. I must say it is really expensive, but it's worth. Finally, we walked around the streets at night. I've never seen such a beautiful place to walk around. Number 5. Have you ever been to America? It was really exciting to know it for the first time. I have never seen such wonderful places to visit and so many kind people. I have been to Mexico, Colombia, and Peru. All of them are amazing, but without a doubt, my favorite must be Peru. I tried Peruvian food. I couldn't believe how delicious it was. I've tried different food, but this is my favorite. My mom went with me. She hasn't been there before, so she was also excited to know it. We visited Machu Picchu and it is bigger than I expected to be. We have definitely connected to nature. It has been just fantastic. Intermediate level. Number 6. Keith recently came back from a trip to Chicago. This Midwestern metropolis is found along the shore of Lake Michigan. During his visit, Keith spent a lot of time exploring the city to visit important landmarks and monuments. Keith loves baseball, and he made sure to take a visit to Wrigley Field. Not only did he take a tour of this spectacular stadium, but he also got to watch a Chicago Cubs game. In the stadium, Keith and the other fans cheered for the Cubs. Keith was happy that they won with a score of 7-4. He enjoyed every second he was there. Number 7. Valentine's Day or Saint Valentine's Day is a holiday that in some countries take place on February 14th and technically signifies the accomplishment of Saint Valentine, a 3rd century Roman saint. With that said, most people, instead of honoring Saint Valentine through religious ceremony, enjoy the holiday by engaging in romantic behavior with their significant other or someone who they wish to be their significant other. Gifts, special dinners, and other acknowledgments of affections comprise most individual Valentine's Day celebrations. Number 8. Every year, thousands of young people in Britain leave home in search of a better or more exciting life. Many of them go to London, attracted by the bright lights, the nightlife, the yacht scene, and the hope of finding work. 16-year-olds who leave school with few or no qualifications find it hard to get jobs. Indeed, in some British cities, particularly in the north, finding work is almost impossible for unqualified people, especially young people. So once they arrived, they realized it is not as easy as they thought, and many of them need to go back to their homes. Although there are some who gets to be successful, it is a very low percentage. Number 9. Home's okay, says Simon. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best place to be. Even if you can't always do what you want. If you live at home, you've got to obey a few rules. That's obvious. But my parents are quite tolerant, really. I suppose it'd be different if they tried to lock me up or something. But they don't. It's a matter of respect. They leave me to it. That way, everyone's happy. Besides, it's much easier living at home if you can. You get your meals cooked and your washing done for you. And it's far cheaper than living on your own. I'll move out when I go to university, but I'll come home in the vacation. Why not? It's home, after all, isn't it? Number 10. There are still some people who say that climate change is not real. Others say that it is real, but we cannot do anything to stop it. So we don't need to try. A few people even say that climate change is not caused by human beings. But most people now understand that our world is getting hotter, and we have to do something about it. We only have one Earth, and we can't get another one. There are people and big companies that just want to make money and are not interested in anything that gets in their way. Most importantly, There are politicians who are frightened of doing anything that other people will not like. They make promises, but they do not keep them. Upper intermediate level. Number 11. If you're a younger employee, you've no doubt run up against the struggle of getting noticed for your work. One of the biggest battles in the workplace is getting recognition for the work you do without coming across as boastful or a braggart. Even older, seasoned workers have to fight to get their works recognized. If you're always talking about how good you are at your job and how lucky the company is to have you, you'll come across as conceited or even just as an idiot, but speak too little of your work, and you could miss out an assignment, raises, promotions, and your own private jet. Okay, probably not the last one, but why not trying it? Number 12. I've had enough. It is incredible how you cannot walk around the streets without any fear of being stolen. I'm sure I'm not the first to ever be stolen out of my home. If I had the power to do something, I'd increase the security around the town. But that is difficult for other people because they just cared about themselves. If you come to visit my city, please be careful. I wouldn't like you to live a horrible experience. I had had this experience twice before this last one. I should be careful the next time. Probably I'll look at everywhere before going out. Happily, I didn't have much money with me, just to buy some groceries at the store. But anyway. Number 13. There is increasing evidence that health is linked to the personality. However, until now, that relationship has not affected the way healthcare is delivered. There are several reasons for this. Some health workers doubt whether there is a direct link between them or whether it's just a coincidence. Some feel it is their professional duty to treat all patients in the same way. Others argue that delivering health services according to patients' personalities will have minimal impact and therefore isn't worth the effort. However, some psychologists believe that applying different procedures to people with different personalities could have a significant positive effect on health. Number 14. If you've been listening to the news, you already know about the national obesity levels rising by the day. It has never been more important to care about and to get an adequate amount of exercise and sleep to get yourself fit and healthy. So it may feel like really hard work at first. Once you adopt an exercise routine and start a diet, you'll forget you ever did things differently. Here are just 4 of the top adjustments to make. Get more sleep. Strive for a better diet. Stop all those bad habits. Exercise, exercise, and exercise. I'm sure that if you follow these tips, your life will change in a very positive way. Number 15. Last day I was reading something interesting in the internet. Many kids dream of becoming millionaires before they are 20, but few realize their dreams. Some do, however. Harnessing new technology, their ideas become thriving multi-million-dollar businesses that inspire others. Although nowadays there are more opportunities to become a rich and successful person, you wouldn't believe how many people don't want to work hard to get it. They think, If that person could, why wouldn't I? But what they don't get to understand is that it requires a lot of factors, including luck to reach that amazing goal. Advanced level. Number 16. Much of today's business is conducted across international borders, and while the majority of the global business community might share the use of English as a common language, the nuances and expectations of business communication might differ greatly from culture to culture. A lack of understanding of the culture norms and practices of our business acquaintances can result in unfair judgments, misunderstandings, and breakdowns in communication. Here are three basic areas of differences in the business etiquette around the world that could help stand you in good stead when you next find yourself working with someone from a different culture. Smiling, eye contact, and addressing someone. Number 17. Last day I was reading something interesting. Your manager stops you and says she needs to have a word about your performance in the recent project. You worry about it all weekend, wondering what you might have done wrong. When you step into her office on Monday morning, she begins by praising you for the good work you've done on the project. And you wonder if this is the obligatory praise that starts off the typical feedback sandwich. You know how the feedback sandwich goes. Say something nice, say what you really want to say something nice again. However, when feedback becomes such a routine, employees can start to perceive positive feedback simply as a form of sugarcoating the negatives, thus diminishing its value. Number 18. I received a call from Judy a couple of days ago to discuss some of the issues that she was having, and I thought I'd give you a heads up on what was said, seeing that you are Judy's project team leader. Judy really enjoys working with you and the team and finds the project very interesting. But I think she's feeling a bit lost and struggling to see the big picture. It seems that she's been given a fair amount of autonomy to carry out the tasks that you've given her. And of course, this level of delegation is not uncommon in your branch. But I believe in her Tokyo office she's used to a bit more managerial direction and guidance. Number 19. American is different from English. We all know that. But what about the different types of English spoken in Great Britain alone? British English is actually one of the most varied languages in Europe. Accents and dialects vary according to geographical region and social standing, and there are hundreds of different varieties. Take the word garage. In the south of England, people usually say garage, as in French. In the north of Britain, people tend to say garage, as if it rhymed with bridge. Sometimes, more rarely, the intonation of a word varies. A careful speaker will probably say controversy. Other people will say controversy. Number 20. It's a really good bargain, said the man in the showroom. And as far as Shafi could tell, he was telling the truth. It's yours for just 5,000 euros, he continued. You won't find a better buy anywhere else in the north. And what's more, we'll give you a year's insurance with it. Free. Shafi eyed the vehicle longingly. It was bright red and just over a year old, and inside it had that smell of polish that comes with a new car. There was just the matter of the price. It was more than he had planned to spend on his first car, and more than he actually had available. I hope you really enjoyed this video and could improve your English a little more. Remember, you can practice and repeat this video as many times as you want, so you can improve your English and speak as a native speaker. You can subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend who also wants to learn and speak as a native speaker. See you on the next video.